What is the most powerful thing a homeless person has said to you? I was walking to my car after working late at the office downtown when I saw this older guy sitting outside the 24-hour convenience store. He had a cardboard sign that said, "Anything helps, God bless," and a plastic cup with a few coins in it. I'd walked past him probably 20 times over the past month. Usually I'd just avoid eye contact and keep walking. Not because I'm heartless, but because I never knew what to say or do. I always felt awkward about it, but this particular night something was different. Maybe it was because I'd just gotten my annual bonus at work, or maybe because it was starting to rain and he looked miserable sitting there on that thin piece of cardboard. I stopped and asked if he wanted me to grab him something from inside the store. Maybe a coffee or a sandwich or something warm. His face lit up like I just offered him $1 million. That would be amazing, brother. Just something hot to drink would be perfect. I went inside and got him a large coffee, a turkey sandwich, and a bag of chips. Cost me maybe $8 total. When I came back out, he looked genuinely shocked that I'd actually followed through. Most people just keep walking when they say that, he said, taking the coffee with both hands to warm them up. Thank you. Really. I was about to leave when he said something that stopped me in my tracks. You know what's funny? 6 months ago, I was probably making more money than you. I turned around confused. This guy was clearly homeless, wearing clothes that hadn't been washed in weeks, sleeping outside a gas station. How could he have been making good money recently? I was a financial advisor, he continued. Had my own office, drove a BMW, lived in a house with a pool. I was managing portfolios worth millions of dollars for clients all over the state. I sat down on the curb next to him, completely intrigued. What happened? I asked. He laughed, but not in a happy way. Pride, mostly. An addiction. Started with prescription pills after a back surgery, then harder stuff when the pills stopped working. Lost my license first, then my job, then my house, then my family. He took a bite of the sandwich and continued. My wife tried to help for 2 years, sent me to rehab 3 times, but I kept relapsing and lying about it. She finally took our kids and moved in with her parents. I don't blame her. The crazy part, he said, looking me straight in the eyes, is that I used to walk past homeless people every day when I wore my expensive suits. I think they were lazy or just making bad choices. Never occurred to me that life can flip upside down in a matter of months. I didn't know what to say. Here I was sitting next to someone who'd had everything and lost it all. Someone who used to be just like me. I'm not telling you this for pity, he said. I'm telling you because you stop tonight when most people don't. That tells me something about who you are as a person. He paused to drink more coffee. You want to know the most messed up part? When I had money, I never gave homeless people anything. I'd make excuses. They'll just buy drugs with it, or there are programs to help them. But now that I'm on this side, I realize those programs have waiting lists that are months long. And sometimes people really do just need food or coffee or someone to acknowledge they exist. The rain was starting to come down harder. I offered to give him a ride somewhere, maybe to a shelter. He shook his head. The shelter's full tonight, has been all week, but I appreciate the offer. That's when he said the thing that stuck with me ever since. Listen, brother, I'm not asking for your money or your time, but can I give you some advice that might save your life someday? I nodded. Never think you're too successful or too smart to end up exactly where I am right now. I had a college degree, a 6-figure income, a beautiful family. I thought I was untouchable. But addiction doesn't care about your bank account. Depression doesn't care about your job title. Bad luck doesn't care about how hard you've worked. He finished the coffee and stood up. The difference between you and me might just be one prescription, one injury, one bad decision, or one piece of terrible news. Stay humble, stay grateful, and keep stopping for people like me because someday you might need someone to stop for you. I gave him my business card and told him to call me if he ever got clean and needed help finding work. He smiled and said he'd keep it, but we both knew the chances were slim. 3 months later, I got a call from an unknown number. It was him. He'd been in a program for 60 days and was looking for a job. Any job. I helped him get hired as a janitor at a friend's company. 2 years later, he'd worked his way back up to assistant manager. Last Christmas, he sent me a photo of him with his kids at their school play. His wife had given him a second chance. Sometimes the best advice comes from people who've lost everything and found their way back.